Hello, people. I'm totally fine. Let's light this candle. Okay, a little candle that hopefully is helpful. I'm gonna light some incense. So, I'm kind of finding myself full of rage this morning. That's, um, okay. All right, so Devin asked a question. I'm sorry, I'm just like, I have no booze. I had a tiny bit to make like a quarter of a drink, and I'm just really kind of devastated. Hi, Empty Soul. What's up? Hey, how you doing? All right. Oh God. So Devin wants to know what's coming in for love. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Well, I'm seeing a lot of big cards here. Some of this looks problematic. Devin, I'm not quite sure what to say to you. I mean, because, when someone asks, like, what's coming in for love, really the answer is like a relationship or like no relationship, honestly. I mean, it could be different. Like, if you're already in a relationship, it could be like, oh, you're going to move in together. Maybe you're going to get proposed to. Like, I get it. There's like different things I could say. But, I think it's probably going to be a while until you find yourself in something meaningful. Certainly, like, very unserious relationships could always happen and probably will. But I think it's going to be a while until you find yourself in something that's more meaningful. So you're going to have to wait a bit. But maybe it's just because you're meant to take care of other aspects of your life first before you attract someone good. So anyway, that's how I'm feeling. I would like to know what is D. Wow, D is expecting from me. So you want to know what this person is expecting from you. Got it. All right. Okay. The liquor stores don't even open. I'm sorry to bring this subject up again, but they don't even open for like another 6 hours or like 5.5 hours. And it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I should like clean something. Maybe I'll just do this for a while. Anyway, so you want to know what this person's expecting from you. Let me pull some cards. Maybe I should sleep more. Maybe I should go back to sleep. I don't know. My dream life is way more fucking exciting than my waking life. I'll tell you that right now. It's depressing. All I do is get drunk and fucking... Well, Empty Soul, I think that this person is expecting maybe some romance, something physical. I am getting the sense that this person is very problematic, and which I think you would end up realizing probably within the first couple months. You would start to see the signs that this person's very problematic. But just be aware of that. And if he seems very like mean and just not nice, I would just like ditch the relationship and look for something better. Okay. Hi Aquarius, how you doing? I'm fine. I'm fine. I want to know what's coming up for me in love in the month of June. Okay, Aquarius. Everyone is always curious about love. I get it. Like, love is great. Love is grand. Maybe I'm just so crazy. I don't, like no one's ever gonna love me, and I don't really have the capacity to love any other people because I'm just so broken. But you know, I'm so happy for you guys that you're like curious about love and um, you want to know stuff about that. That's great. Okay, let me see. Pull some cards. I'm so happy for you. So Aquarius. Well, I do see love, Aquarius. I think it's kind of something that's already there, though. I don't think this is brand new. Like maybe this is someone that you're currently talking to. Um, I don't know. It's something that's already in your life. Um, but I do see things happening. Um, in the month of June. And I do see a man coming, or this something will move forward. Um, okay. Jeebus. Is anything happening in love in June? Okay. Like nobody ever asks me a cool question. I'm sorry. You know, let me just vent for a second and I will answer all of your questions. I swear I will. Almost every single question I get is about love or romance, and it is nauseating. No offense to you guys. I mean, I believe in love too. Love, true love. I get it. It's like cool. I that's great. But it's just like I feel assaulted because it's literally almost every question. Like, you know what my favorite question is? If someone's like, "Oh, my brother died a couple of years ago," and I would like some messages from him or something like that. I love doing shit like that. Like, I love that. The mediumship stuff is really exciting, especially if I get it right. But I don't know. Just love, 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 love. Anyway, who am I answering? I think it's Jeebus. You want to know what's coming in love for June? Got it. Okay. So Jeebus, you're curious about love in June. So let me see kind of what's going on. Well, I don't think June is really it for you. I don't see much happening in June. That's not to say something won't happen in the future. And I mean, you're young. I'm sure you're going to find love and romance at some point in your life. Probably many times, like we all do. We all kind of have several relationships that we go through typically. Um, I don't think June is it for you, though. I mean, that's all I can really say. I don't see much going on. Okay. I think you should put yourself out there more because I feel like you don't put yourself out there enough. Um, Hi, Ari. How you doing? Miro. What are PN's current feelings and intentions towards me? Okay. Okay. Miro. I don't know about this person's feelings towards you. And if you know a person's feelings, you can assume their intentions, My dad was telling me about like how my dad is like a jokester. He likes to joke a lot. And he was like, because he knows I do tarot readings on YouTube. He was like, Marco, maybe I should do tarot card readings. And he was like, I would just fuck with people. He's like, oh, sorry, I got the card of fire. It looks like your house is gonna burn down. Like that's what he was like saying. Like he just wanted to give people like fucked up readings. Of course, I don't do that. I take this very seriously, and also not that seriously at the same time. But well, Miro Miro, I think this person really likes you, and I think this person is very sorry about something. So whatever that means to you. And I think you should um, give this person the opportunity to kind of, um, you know, when the opportunity comes, give this person a chance to like say sorry or vent maybe a little bit. Okay, what the fuck was that? Oh, okay. Let's take a sip of my drink. I have no booze. You can't really see it, but it's kind of the cup is like a little less than halfway full. And I doubt there's even close to enough vodka in this. It's probably going to taste really like weak or something. It's good. Yeah. I should go to work today. I mean, I don't have to work. I have to go into work to get my check. I'm not working, you know. It's it's crazy. Like, oh, I can't get into this. I was about to start going off about something, but it's just gonna make me sick. Um, anyway, so how y'all doing? How are you all doing? Um, I don't know. I find myself a little frustrated because, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for the things I have and, you know, but I'm just like, man, my life could be a lot better. You know, I don't have to be Elon Musk. I don't have to be king of the world. I don't have to be the richest man in the world. But I would like, you know, especially the whole disability thing, I would kind of like to not be disabled. Um, you know what's fucked up? I tell myself, well, you know, I could have a much worse disability, but it's like, what are we talking about here? Like, uh, why do I have to have a disability at all? Like, how about just no and maybe just be normal and like, you know what I mean? It's like you kind of look up at God and you're like, why? You're so weird. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I just really question God's intentions. Like, is God, I know that God is real, but like, is it good or is it bad? Is what it really boils down to. And I look at my life and I still don't know the answer to that question. I can see how it's very good, but I can also see how it's like horrifying and, you know, it's just hard for me, you know? I don't know. But maybe I'm just not meant to know if it's good or bad. Maybe I have to just think it's both or something. I don't know. Hi, Shruti. Oh, you changed your name back to that. Nice. You were kind of going by something different for a little bit. Spiritual awakening happening with me now. I mean, Shruti, you know, I see so much good energy around you. I see a lot of really good energy around you. I think you will get your way in the end. Um, But when you ask me about a spiritual awakening, I think it's something that you really have to work on. It's not just gonna. Um, I mean, there you people do have these like spontaneous moments of like eureka moments, but there's always going to be doubt in your head that like certain things you'll never really get rid of. You will get smarter over time, but growing as a person is something that you also have to work on. But it doesn't really, it's something that's definitely going to happen for you. And I see a lot of good things happening for you because I see a lot of good energy surrounding you. All right. Okay. That was a very positive looking reading. Okay. I need to make a painting. I promised my coworker. Oh God, I promised her that I would make a painting for her son, a Spider-Man painting. I've just been kind of putting it off. I'm so weird. Like I do enjoy painting when I'm doing it, but like, and it's really exciting to see like a finished product, and it's really exciting to like put it on my wall and signing my initials on it. Like, but like the thought of actually doing it is like I just don't want to. But when I'm actually doing it, it's like fun. But I'm just like, ugh, like I don't. I did promise her, so I am gonna do that at some point. But I don't know. I should probably do that today. I should at least start it in a little while. Ugh. So I got my boss's gifts. I'm gonna make her a gift bag with one of my paintings, a card that has a gift card in it, and also like a set of hot sauces that I got on Amazon. I just feel like it needs like one more thing, but I don't know what to put in it. Oh, maybe like some kind of nice soap or something, like fancy soap. That's a good gift. Uh, I don't know, I feel like it needs like one more thing. I mean, what I got is fine, but maybe some soap or something. Um, you know what I don't get? You ever see that soap that's like has oatmeal on it, or it's like full of oats, and it's like, oh, exfoliation. I get it, but like, don't you? I just like I don't use stuff like that because I'm like that can't be good for my pipes. I feel like you use that enough, and all of a sudden your bathtub is like blocked up and it's like filling up with water when it's not supposed to. I don't know. I just get the vibe that's probably not a good idea, but people use it and seem to not have problems. I don't get it. I don't understand that, but whatever. Although I don't even know how the fuck water even works. Like when water comes out of my sink, my faucet, I don't know how it's like getting there. None of it really makes any sense to me. Anmal, hello. Future of Sergi and my relationship. Will we reconcile? Okay. Oh, did someone just send me money? I don't know. Okay. Okay, so you want to know about the future of your relationship with this person. Oh, thank you, comment with Sunny. I'm going to call you Sunny. Thank you very much. How much did you send? Because my phone is in the other room, and I mean, I have to get it at some point, but you could just like tell me. But everyone does get a free question anyway, so that also factors into the whole thing. So you want to know, will you reconcile with this person? Okay, let me see. Okay, future of Sergi and this person. Yeah, I think you're going to reconcile. I do think that there's a future here with this person, which kind of tells me that whatever reason you two broke up probably was something that you can manage. It's not like, sorry, I murdered your whole family. It's like not something like that. It's like something that's not like that big of a deal, or at least to you. Clearly, because you're wondering if you're going to reconcile. I mean, I see romance in the future with this person. Um, I think I see a lot of good energy. I mean, a lot of good fortune, good energy. Okay. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, everybody. So, Sunny, if you want to start posting your questions, feel free. Oh, there you go. You said 5. Okay. I was wondering if you could see the outcome of my connection with the Scorpio. No contact situation. Thank you for your time, and I love your paintings. Oh, thank you. I like my paintings too. They're fine. Um, okay, so you want to know about the outcome with this person. Okay. Oh, okay, Cheryl. You're in peril. Do you not like the sound of singing birds? I happen to really enjoy that sound. I can hear the birds outside, and there's lots of them, and I think it's very pretty. Or you just kind of quick pivot to peril. Um, Sunny, I tried selling on Etsy for like years, and I never sold anything. And I was just, even though it's very inexpensive to list things, but I was just so sick of paying money and making nothing. Honestly, my paintings aren't that great. No one's ever going to buy them. Um, I mean, and honestly, I would just rather them be on my walls. I like to look at them. God damn it. Anyway, your question. I think these are shuffled enough. So you want to know about the outcome of you and this person. Um, 1 card, 2 cards, and 3 cards. I mean, Sunny, what I'm seeing here is that I really don't see anything happening with this. You say you're in no contact, and I think it's probably going to stay that way. Like, I just don't see a future with this person. I think it's time to move on and, set your focus on the future and, wonderful things that are coming instead of things that may or may not come up from your past. But I think it's time to look forward because I really don't see much of a future with this person. Let me put it this way. I don't really see this person contacting you in the future. And if they were to contact you, it would just be nothing nice. So, I'll put it that way. By the way, you do get a free question. So you can ask another question, Sunny, if you want. Um, oh God, maybe I should open a window and get some fresh air in here. Okay, anyway, up next is Rena Lewis. What's coming towards me in love? Okay. You guys know how much I love answering that question. Okay. I get it. You're curious, and I mean, I want love too. Don't get me wrong. Sounds fantastic. Honestly, it's hard though. Like one part of romance that scares me is that I'm afraid I'm like literally gonna fall in love with someone and then they're just gonna break up with me, and then I'm like deranged and devastated. So that part scares me. But I mean, I'm strong. I've been through a lot worse than a breakup. Um, mean, I was in jail. I've been in jail. I think I can handle someone breaking up with me, but it would still just suck. And anyway, so Rena, you want to know what's coming in love? Okay, one card, two cards, and three cards. Rena, I mean, honestly, I'm not seeing much love in this reading. So I think right now is a time to focus on making money. Um, and I do feel like you're looking for a job or you really want to get a job. Um, or something about money. I think you need to right now is a time to not focus so much on love, but focus on wealth and abundance in like money. I think that should be your main focus right now. But because I don't see much love coming in the near future, and it's probably for a good reason. It's probably because your focus is meant to be elsewhere. Okay. All right. Manya. Manya. Um, how does Moksh feel about me? Okay. So Manya, let me pull some cards. I'm feeling like I need a drink. Hang on. Maybe just. Okay. So you want to know how this person feels about you. Okay, let me see. Well, Manya, I'm sensing some tension between you and this person. I feel like when it comes to this person, something must have gone wrong in the past because I'm kind of seeing some. Um, I'm seeing like this person feels like you don't do enough for them. Like I'm getting kind of a little bit of resentments. Anyway, so to answer your question, the way they feel about you, it's not very good. But I don't really know the situation. Maybe Moksh is wrong. I don't know. Um, anyway, um, J Lo. I'm gonna call you J Lo. Um, I'm skipping somebody. Wait a minute. Abitha, what's coming towards me in love? Okay. All right. So you're curious about love and you want to know kind of what the situation is in the future. It is kind of cool when a tarot card reader tells you something and it like literally happens. Even if it's something bad that happens, it's still kind of cool to be like, wow, I was told this by somebody. It kind of makes bad situations a little bit more, not as bad. Anyway, so Abitha, you want to know what's coming towards you in love? Let me see. Okay. Well, hmm. So Abitha, I do see love in the future. I'm just saying, based on this reading, I see, and you did ask me about your love life, and I'm telling you that I'm seeing some good energy coming in the future. I do think you need to try to just be yourself a little bit more because I feel like you kind of like there's something you're covering up about yourself. And I would say just like be yourself and be more outgoing and step into who you are. Okay. Um, anyway, now it's J-Lo. Why does my sister bully me over my talents? Okay. Okay. Why does my sister bully me over my talents? Okay, let me see. Why does my sister bully me over my talents? Well, so, I mean, I know you're saying that like your sister like bullies you, and that sucks if that's actually happening. I actually think your sister does love you. You know, to bully someone is very immature, and like I get that. I don't really know what to say because I'm actually seeing a lot of good energy here, and I do see a lot of talent with this card. But you know, um, I would, I just wouldn't think about it much. And if there is a reason, I would say maybe she's feeling like you're getting all the attention. Maybe could be something, if anything at all, because I actually see that she does care about you. All right, and I'm sure the bullying, she'll grow out of that. You know, young people are mean sometimes. Okay. Um, Hi, Ave. How you doing? I'm doing good, by the way. Sorry, I never answered that question. Um, okay. Ari, did Spirit send this guy named Everett Pisces into my love life as a true blessing or a lesson? I like the way that sounds. A true blessing or a lesson. I don't know. It kind of rolls off the tongue. Okay. So you kind of want to know, like, why is this guy in your life? All right. I can figure out how to do that. Okay. I mean, either way, it's a blessing. You know, if it's a lesson, it's a blessing. But I get it. You want to, okay. Let me just see what it's going to come out of my mouth. Okay. Well, probably a huge lesson, I think this person is how to handle negativity and also how to help yourself. You know, if something isn't serving you, you have to get rid of it and move on. Because I just see problems with this person, and I just don't think he's a very good person. So, um, definitely a huge lesson, but just try to think of it as a blessing, okay? Because you're learning about yourself. You have to think about it that way, or life is kind of too scary. Okay, so Cheryl, I had gifts and I'm worn out. Are you able to understand what the future holds for my situation? Okay, Cheryl, let me see. Okay, you want to know what the future holds for your situation. Okay, so Cheryl, God, I wish I had more liquor. I'm like, what? I have no booze. Maybe I have a bottle hidden somewhere. I doubt it because I'm like such a drunk that I know exactly where every drop of alcohol is in like a 2 mile radius. Anyway, Well, Cheryl, I see a really good energy in your future. And this is really just a journey. And you're fine. You have your health. You're fine. You're going to pick yourself up and move on. And I see money in the future. I see stability. Just think of this all as a journey. But I think the outcome of this all is going to be um, you're going to be absolutely fine in the end. Okay. All right. Hi, Chica. Bonjour. Salut. Okay. All right. Ave, can I get a message from my spirit guides? Okay. Okay. A message from Ave's spirit guides. It's a story I really want to tell you guys about. I think you'll think it's funny. Um, well, Ave, I think now is a time in your life for learning and reflection and kind of being introspective. Um, I think you're going through a time right now that's very calm. And because when I'm seeing your life, I'm not seeing a lot of chaotic energy. And I think that's okay. Embrace it. Embrace the fact that things are very kind of calm right now because things aren't always going to be that way. But now is a time to kind of, you know, think about who you are and what you really want out of life and who you want to be and what you want to do. I think now is a time of self discovery and self learning. And I think it's going to continue on that path for a while longer. Um, but I see a lot of really good things happening for you. This is a very positive looking reading. Okay. All right. So, JLo, just go back in the video because I did answer your question. Just go back and see what I said. Okay. Did I skip somebody? No. Okay, Chika. Which option is presenting itself today? Okay. Let me see. Let's see what's going on for you today, Chika. Oh, man down. All right. Okay. You're welcome, Cheryl. You're very welcome. And I'm glad you're here too. And I'm very hopeful that things are going to turn out great for you. Okay. Chika, that's who I'm answering. You want to know about what's kind of presenting itself today. Chicka chicka bomb bomb. Chicka bomb bomb. Okay. Well, I think today you're going to play the role as a healer. I think that you're going to be a guide for people because I feel like there's people close to you that are going to be having some trouble today, and you're sort of going to be the shoulder to cry on, and also you're going to sort of have the opportunity to help soothe someone's spirit. So I think that's going to sort of come up today at some point. And other than that, I'm really not seeing much else going on. But let me know if that happens. I'm curious. Um, Stupid. No. Chica, I have no booze. Um, I ran out of booze. I should have gone last night to get some. Motherfucker. Ugh, I could have just gone last night, and now I have to wait for everything to open, which is in for several more hours. God damn it. I'm gonna have to drink water. I mean, I like water, but damn it. Okay, anyway, I think I'm probably. Um, so I think up next is Stoned Epiphany Tarot. Um, so when you, I don't, are you talking about me or someone else? Because I'm just saying, if you're asking about how we connect, I'm sure we'll get along grand. We'll get along smashing. Um, wait, right here it is. Oh, I like that question. Can I get a message from the universe about any signs I've been missing? Okay. Let me see. Okay. Well, I would work on your bravery a little bit because I think you're a lot stronger than you know. You know, the universe has given you every sign possible to make you realize that um, you live in a safe universe and, dare to be daring. You know, work on your bravery. Um, Trust me, everything will always work out for you. So, um, I definitely think you're missing that. And it's funny, you're asking me about something you're missing, and I got this card. You know what I mean? That's like, of all cards, it's funny that came up. Um, I mean, other than that, I think you're doing great. You're probably a very wise person. You do exactly what you're supposed to do. Um, I don't know. Energy looks good overall. Okay, I skipped over Airy. Hang on. Hang on. Uh, no, Airy, I did answer your question. Airy. Airy, basically what I said is it's both. Um, I mean, Epiphany Tarot. Um, Maybe both. Be brave in every way you can think of. Um, that's my advice to you. Honestly, it's probably advice I should take as well, because I can be a chicken a lot of the times. And when I'm not, I'm honestly surprised by it. Um, yeah, Ari, I saw a lot of negative energy in that reading. So, and I did mention at one point that I feel like he's just not a good person. So he could only serve as some kind of lesson to learn. He's certainly not somebody that you want to like. Um, he's certainly not someone that you would want to really associate yourself with. And I think you would end up discovering that at some point. Um, no, Epiphany Tarot, that reading was for you. I just went back and talked to Ari for just a second because she was kind of curious about what I was saying. Um, well, I mean, I mean, some readings are negative and some readings, I see a lot of good energy in the cards. Um, I'm usually just honest about what's coming to me and what I'm seeing in the cards. But although when I give someone bad news, I always try to put some kind of positive spin on it. Like you know, in dark times and still hope in people and stuff. I do try to kind of be nice about it. I mean, I would never just say, your life sucks, it's going to be awful, have a good day. I would never say something like that. I would say, like, if you continue on this path, then I don't think you're going to see much change. But if you really want certain things in life, this is some advice, some kind of wisdom I can instill in someone that might change their pattern of behavior. Hi, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for that. I'm officially out of booze. No. Damn it. Oh. Fuck. Now I have to drink water. I literally don't have a drop of booze in this apartment. Well, that girl hated me. Um, and to defend myself a little bit, I do say things a lot that are actually accurate. Like, I mean, I'm not always right. I mean, if I was right 100% of the time, I think I'd probably be the leader of the fucking world if I was just so fucking accurate. I'm sure there's reasons I'm not right all the time that are like cosmic and divine and stuff. But like, I might say like, oh, I feel like, do you run into this person every day? And the person's like, yeah, I see him every day. Or I might say, this is looking very negative. So I'm assuming things are not going that well between the two of you. And the person will be like, oh yeah, it's kind of very, or, stuff like that. I'm not always wrong. I mean, if I was to come up with like an idea of like, although half the time I don't even get any feedback, so I wouldn't know either way. But I would say when I do get feedback, um, I would say when I do get feedback, like probably like 85% of the time, people tell me whatever I said was right. Um, it is really frustrating when people just say nothing because I don't know if I was right or wrong. It's kind of not exciting for me. Um, Hi, 1082. How you doing? It's going all right. Yeah, I'll answer whatever question you want me to answer. Um, are you pregnant? Okay. You could always take the test again, but I mean, if that's your question, I'll just see what comes up. I mean, the 1082, this is definitely swaying towards no, which I mean, you said it was negative anyway, but um, I mean, I'm not seeing that you are. Um, I mean, you could always take the test again, but I'm sure the first one was probably right anyway. Um, okay, Sonali, Can I ask for a general in love? Okay. Okay. Okay, a general in love for Sonali. Okay. Well, so I am seeing opportunities. Sonali, opportunities will come, but I just see you kind of ignoring it or not really. Maybe you have your reasons. I just feel like these reasons that you're kind of not accepting these offers is it must be something that's like silly. Um, so when the opportunity comes in the future, take advantage of it. You might be surprised by how much you end up liking the person. But I do see a man in the future. Um, I do think you're going to find a man and be with that person forever. So I think that's generally where things are heading. Um, it's probably going to be very trial and error, though, because I feel like the journey to get to that man is going to be kind of a learning experience. God, I wish I had more booze. Okay, hi Eric. How you doing? Can I get a general love reading? Okay. Um, okay, a general love reading for Eric. Okay. Well, Eric, I just feel I'm seeing that there's some guy that you really have to get over, and you really need to move on from this. Like it's just let it be part of your past, and stop trying to like don't try to go back to this person. Just really let it go and move on. Um, I think that's all I'm meant to say to you. Um, Stop looking to the past, and whoever this person is, just let him go. Move on. All right. Um, I'll be right back. Hang on. And I'm back. I really had to pee. And my phone alarm was going off, but typically it goes off at 5:10. But I looked at the clock and it said 5:20. I don't know. Maybe it was going off and um, I just didn't hear it or something. Okay. Dr. Rose Quartz, hello. Lovely to see you. Always love seeing you. You know, the thing I'll say is I've had really freaky experiences with tarot cards. And listen, I know that God's real. We can all act like idiots and be like, oh, I don't know, maybe, maybe not. Like, I know it's real. And I can certainly see that God wants me to believe in tarot cards based on the freaky stuff that's happened with them. So I'm just going to keep reading tarot cards and just have fun with it. Maybe make a buck or two sometimes. I don't know. God really wants me to think they work or have faith in them, I guess. So that's what I'll say about that. Plus, God ain't shit. Let me just say that. Now I sound like a crazy person. I'm sorry. Hi, LP. Welcome back. Okay, would love a general. All right. Hey, girl, hey. So LP, I'm assuming you're single. Because what I'm seeing in these cards a lot is like you really wish someone would ask you out, but you also don't put yourself out there enough to really make that happen. So, I mean, I just feel like because a general reading, it could be just like or at least the way I do it, it could just be about anything. Um, and I feel like that's kind of the direction I'm being led in to like talk to you about. Um, so just put yourself out there more and change this outcome. Because I think if you keep doing what you're doing, you're probably going to be single for a long time longer. And anyway, okay. Could I know what's next in love for me? All right. Well, LP, by the way, I would like go out in the world more, like go to a bar, or if you don't drink, go where could you meet people? Something that's also like social or something. Like, go places. Not just on the apps. Get out there more. Anyway, up next is Dr. Rose Quartz. Could I know what's next in love for me? Okay. I think that's so funny. God ain't shit. Sorry, I'm just a little hateful. People have been hating on me for like 10 minutes straight. Okay. Well, Dr. Rose Quartz, of course, the only thing that could be next in love is a relationship. I am kind of sensing from these cards that you're probably not with anyone now. Because what I'm seeing is I see a lot of regret in these cards, like wishing I had done something differently, or this something was my fault, and trouble kind of letting something go. And your question was about love, so I'm assuming this is focused on like love in general. I mean, of course, you'll find love in the future. Um, I mean, whatever mistakes you made in the past, let them be lessons. Um, how to approach things going forward, and anyway, and most likely it wasn't all your fault. I mean, anyway. Okay. Hi, Felicity. Hello. What's next in love? That is a specific number. Okay. I love Lady Gaga. Really enjoy her music. My God, I need a drink. I need a drink. Ugh. Okay. Felicity. Okay. Why is this always like the reading today? This is like the third time in a row I've gotten almost like such a similar reading. Okay. Well, Felicity. This is why I believe in tarot cards, because even if I'm wrong, it's like I keep getting the same stuff over and over. There's clearly something to this. Yeah. Well, Felicity, I'm going to say what I've been saying to like fucking 10 other people that just asked me this similar question. I think you have to get over this guy first. Someone who's very abusive. And, just because one guy was rotten doesn't mean they're all going to be rotten. And, I mean, people say what's next in love. I mean, a relationship. Like, I mean, if you put yourself out there enough and mingle with people, and I'm sure you'll find something. I mean, it's not like you're gonna die tomorrow. There is love on the way. I mean, that's all I can really say. But by the way, Dr. Rose Quartz, the tattoo went great. I got the sun card. It looks better in person. On the camera, it just kind of doesn't really show that well. Anyway. Okay. So, Brittany, you are asking me if this girl is really his daughter because he has doubts about it. Okay. Okay, is this girl his daughter? I mean, there are ways to figure out, you know. Um, oh, I have no booze. I almost went to go like drink, but I don't have any. Shit. Ugh. When are they open? Okay, well, I mean, I think it is his daughter. And I just say that because I'm seeing this card, which in some readings, this is about pregnancy. And I just feel like um, the way I'm seeing this is that it is his daughter. Um, but I'm also seeing a lot of negativity in this reading. So I'm assuming that's not what he wants, but I don't know. Anyway. Will Lady Gaga receive 11 nominations at the 2005 MTV Video Music Awards? Okay. That is a specific number. You know what? She shouldn't, because her new album sucks. And listen, I love her. I do love her. She's all about being nice and like kindness, and that's lovely. I love that. Like she lost her touch. I'm sorry. And I will say, don't come for me. I think her first, how many? How many were there? First one. Okay, I thought her first 4 albums were amazing. Every single song I liked. But as time went on, they just started to so become less and less my vibe. And now her new song, like almost every one of her new songs, there are like parts of each song that I really love. But the overall thing, it's like giving me nothing. I don't know. Like I'm just very disappointed in it. I was really excited because when I heard she was coming out with a new album, I got like excited and um I don't know, she just doesn't really make songs like she used to. Um I really enjoy music that's like has like a constant melody going in the background, like kind of the same thing over and over again. Which maybe I'm just really basic like that, but I just really enjoy that. Like almost all of her songs were like that. Not every single one, but you know, like Just Dance, you know, like that. It's like basically that over and over again, with also like other, like you know, um, things going on too in the music. But I just really like stuff like that. It's very techno-y, and I like it. Um, Sometimes when it comes to writing music, I just feel like less is more. I'm really into that. Hi, Mahogany Clark. Oh my God. Oh, God. booze. I'm stuck with water. Why didn't I go to the store last night? My dad even offered to take me somewhere, and I said no. God. Although it's actually probably good that I said no because I was really not having a good time last night. I was really panicky. It's meant to be. All right. Kritika, yeah, go ahead, ask a question. Yes, I'm starting to do private readings again. I haven't done a private reading in probably like maybe 2.5 years. It's been a long time since I did one, but I am going to start doing them again. Actually, at some point today, clearly I have no booze, so I'll be sober enough to make the video. I'm going to make a video talking about like the prices that I'm going to do and how to find me. And so just keep an eye out for that video if you're interested in something like that. That'll be on at some point today. Anyway, so I went on 2 dates with this guy named Capio. Did I just say Crapio? Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Okay, Capio. After our last date, he is being weird. Just wanted to know whether he wants to continue talking with me or not. Okay. So you just want to get a vibe for his energy, like where is this going? Is this even worth my time? Should I continue down this path with this person? Got it. Okay. He's not giving you a clear answer. Okay. My nose. God. Okay, I definitely think he likes you a lot. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of really good energy, so I'm not sure how this all fits in. I mean, to me, if although you only went on 2 dates, but I mean, I think he will reach out to you again in the future and be open to it. Um, you know, I think this is a good thing with this guy. I mean, because what I was really trying to figure out is if he really likes you or not. And based on these cards, I do think he does really like you. So I'm not really sure why he's not giving you the answer, whatever kind of answer you're looking for. But okay, I do think he's going to reach out to you. And anyway. Yes, please. Mahogany Clark, yeah, go ahead. Ask whatever you want. Feel free. Oh, God. Feeling a little shaky. Scorpio Bright. Does my twin flame think of me as much as I think of him? Okay. Yes, I think he thinks about you a lot. It's definitely how this sways. Um, anyway. Okay, so since that last question you answered for me about that dude who basically did me wrong, I just haven't been interested in men at all on any level. And I am just wondering if this is a new phase. Okay. Oh, that's sad. Um, well, I mean, mahogany, that's kind of sad. I mean, it's not, love is, it's nice to love and, at least, romance and like, lustful energy is all very nice and good. Um, so it doesn't seem right that you would let some guy, you know, although I'm not sure if you're even really associating this with him, but let's see. Well, mahogany, I guess what I'm seeing here is you're going to continue on this path for a bit longer, like quite a while, which I think is a shame because I mean, even if you're just hooking up with people, it's still fun to just have a love life. Um, no, it's just another blessing in life that you can just enjoy and have, like. So, I mean, I would try to work on that. Um, I don't think if you don't make any moves, I feel like you are gonna sort of be on this path for a lot longer. Um, anyway, I hope that doesn't last forever though. So, will the Gemini guy and I talk tonight? Okay, let me see. What does that say? The Aquarius girl. Okay. Will the Gemini guy and I talk tonight? Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I think you'll talk to him. Aquarius girl. I see the two of you talking, and I see really good energy coming out of it. Um, and I encourage you to talk freely. Just be yourself and say whatever comes to your mind, and you know, don't like filter yourself so much. Just be more of who you are. Okay. Vanity. Hello. May I ask if M the Libra will eventually release that Gemini is not realize that Gemini is not a good guy for her? Okay. Let me see. Okay, so Vanity. Let me pull some cards. I mean, Vanity, what I'm kind of thinking is that I guess what I'm thinking immediately is just I feel like this has been a very on and off thing because I just feel like it'll end, but then she's gonna go back to him. It'll end, she'll go back to him. Like I feel like it's never really gonna sink in that maybe she should just completely avoid this person. But anyway. Oh God. God. Hi, Asubita. All right. What's the future ahead? What's the future ahead between me and Gil? I don't know how to say that. On dating. Okay. I mean, as Subita, I kind of see this just going nowhere, really. Um, but I mean, I hope I'm wrong. If you really like him, I hope good things for you. But I kind of just see this kind of just going nowhere. But I'd still talk to him and anyway. But anyway. Oh, I have to shave my head again. Look, I missed a spot. I always miss a spot when I shave my head. It's so frustrating. I should really just like pay to get it done. It's just it's a shame because I know like it's just a basic whiffle. I know I can do that for myself. And it's crazy because like I'll shave my head and I honestly do like check it. And I always feel like I do a good job checking it. And if I see that I missed a spot, I'll go back and like fix it and then I'll check again. But even checking it, like going back and forth like 10 times, I still always like miss at least one spot and it's really aggravating. And I never realized until someone points it out to me like later that day. That's always that. Marco, you missed a gigantic chunk of hair on your head. And now I'm like at work serving 300 people in one day and I have just a patch of hair on my head. Fuck. Anyway, but you know what? I'm shaving my head again probably at some point today or tomorrow morning. And I'm really, really going to try. I mean, I always try. I'll probably still miss a spot, but um, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, God. If I have to answer one more love question, I'm going to explode. I mean, aren't people curious about like work or, I mean, no offense. I'm sorry. I'm just very feeling negative right now because people were putting a lot of negativity towards me. That's how that works. Um, anyway, let me pull some cards. Kara. Hi, Ashley. How you doing? Kara, this is what I'll say. What's next in love? A relationship. There is a relationship on the way, and it's going to be a very good one. Um, Actually, what I see happening is that you're going to have a choice to make between two people, and it's going to be a tough choice. Um, you know, you're going to think, do I want him or do I want him? You're actually going to have options. But I think what you end up picking is going to be something really great and long lasting. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. New guys, I'm not sure. Um, I don't know, but I mean, probably new guys. I mean, this is a low card, I suppose, and that's where I got that from. So probably new. All right. No, I'm single. Um, I've been single for a really long time. I mean, I hook up with people sometimes. I mean, part of me likes the idea of like falling in love and being in like a relationship, but I don't know if that would ever really work for me. Just like who I am, like my nature. I don't know. I feel like more of me would rather just like a friends with benefits. Um, like we're good friends, but we do it sometimes. My last hookup was like 2 months ago. Um, it was fine. I enjoyed it. It was all right. It was fine. Shirley, hello. I'm so glad to see you. Yay. I like it when you come. Placebo effect. Yes, I am still here. I mean, I'm still doing readings. Yes, I am. You know what? Like my favorite thing about the place I work at, it's all the hot dudes that come in there, and almost all of them. I mean, they're probably all straight, but I mean, there must be some gay guys mixed in there somewhere. But I just love looking at all the hot dudes. I really like looking at their faces when they come in. I very much enjoy looking at attractive men. um, I mean, I sort of like my job sometimes. I like looking at the hot dudes. I like the fact that I do get extra money from it. I mean, I don't really make a lot of money, but you know, I mean, honestly, like my dream job, I don't even know what it is. I'd love to be a painter. I'm just not very good at it though. You know, I don't know. I do like to paint. I like painting because it's sort of something you do on your own time. And like if I'm feeling okay, then I can paint something, and that'd be cool. Um, you have to be like really good at it though if you want to like do that for a living. And even people or at least so I've heard, even people that are like super talented at painting, half the time they don't even make money from it. Although I feel like most people probably don't even buy paintings anymore. Ugh, my alarm's going off. Hang on. I'll be right back. Okay. Um, well, yeah, I would love to be a painter. I also do love music. I like singing. I mean, I honestly wouldn't mind just getting like a basic job, you know, like a maintenance guy or something. Obviously, it's not like a dream job unless you're like a weirdo who thinks that stuff is interesting. But I don't know, whatever. Like people that are like really into cars or like mechanics. I feel like I feel like that's a myth though. I don't think anyone would want to be a mechanic. None of that stuff even makes sense to me anyway. I don't get it. Um, I don't know. Like a painter. I could be like a songwriter. I could like write songs and like for other people. That'd be cool too. I've actually written some pretty good songs, and I've also written some that are so embarrassing that I hope I just could can forget that I ever wrote them. Um, Really embarrassing stuff. So it's funny how like in the moment you're like, wow, I'm really onto something. And then 2 years later, you're like, wow, I'm gonna kill myself because I wrote such a horrible song. Um, oh God, in front of God and the angels and everybody, I just write this terrible piece of music. It's really embarrassing. Although I feel like angels are probably pretty, they don't really, they're not like, oh, Marco, your song sucks. They probably, I feel like angels probably have the attitude like, oh, all music is good. You know what I mean? Oh, that's all valid. They probably have that kind of opinion. Sounds very angelic to me. Um, how long until I will be in a committed relationship with a wealthy man who spoils um, mentally and emotionally and financially? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm really hoping for a good answer here. And who is loyal. That's important too. Loyalty, good guy, financially well off. I mean, well, Shirley, I don't think you're ever going to be with someone who's like filthy, filthy rich. I think you will find someone who's um, very comfortable. And I think you're going to find someone who is, you know, that you will be very happy with. So I think that's all that matters. Um, you know, if you're going to be, if you're very happy with him, yeah, you know, I'm assuming that he might not be the richest guy in the world, but he does make good money, treat you good, all the good stuff. So I do see that for you. Probably, I would say in like early next year, maybe is kind of what I'm seeing. Anyway, what? Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Well, Amor. What I'm guessing from these cards is that whatever you're going to, there's either not going to be that many good-looking guys in the first place, or the ones that are there are already in relationships. Is kind of the vibe I'm getting. Um, I mean, that's not the only thing you're ever going to do in your whole life, anyways. I mean, there's going to be plenty of other opportunities in the future. So, oh shit! Oh god, I'm ruining this chair. I have to figure out how to clean that. Um, I mean, Ananya, I'm just seeing kind of a lot of difficult times in the next few months. So I'm not quite sure what you're going to be going through, but I guess just have faith in yourself that things will get better, and just go with the flow. You know, um, instead of seeing it as a curse, see it as a challenge, and rise to the occasion. Okay. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Hello. Oh, thank you, Mahogany. So, what's your question? Of course, Shirley. Yeah, sometimes I'll smell like perfume or something and no one's around. It happens to people a lot, stuff like that. Um, well, I get hired when I apply for my next part time position. I get the interview, but I think they find someone with more experience. Okay. Okay, Mahogany. Yeah, I'm always dropping ashes all over this chair. You should, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out these there's like marks where ashes fell, and then I go to like wipe it away, and then I'm just pushing it into the fabric. Like I wonder how I'm gonna get that out. Maybe a vacuum. I should like vacuum it first, see if that pulls any of it out, and then like wipe it with a wet cloth or something. Anyway, okay. So Mahogany, will you get hired at this place? Okay. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bow. Well, I think there's something much better out there for you. I kind of don't see you getting this job, but well, obviously it's not the only job in the whole world. But I mean, I think you will get something good someday. Obviously, if you're putting in the effort, you'll get it sooner than later. But I just kind of feel like the job you're gonna get next is something that you don't even really see yourself doing it right now. Like, I feel like this is something that you wouldn't even think to do, but it's gonna be a lot better for you. I just heard a noise over there. I don't know. Certainly don't see anything. God. Anyway, Andrea, may I have the tea on my Leo boyfriend, Carlos? Okay. The tea on your boyfriend. So what's going on with Carlos? Hi, Rachel. How you doing? Okay. Well, um, okay. So, Andrea, I'm not quite sure what you want me to say about Carlos, but I did pull some cards. And I think all I have to say is rough childhood, you know? Uh, I feel ridiculous saying this. I feel like he probably had a very rough childhood, and it's led to a lot of confidence issues today. But and I feel like it's spilling over to the way he makes money because I feel like he could be doing um, when it comes to like career and work and like making money. I feel like he really could rise to the occasion and do something a lot better. But maybe he just doesn't believe in himself. Maybe he just doesn't have the confidence to think he can do something like that. Um, anyway, okay. I mean, I think he's probably a good person. Um, Good to stick with him. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go fill up my ice water, and I'm gonna go use the bathroom. All right, give me 1 second. Okay. Rachel, I'm having very painful relationship problems that is destroying my day to day living. Please, can you tell me if my boyfriend is having sexual contact with other females other than me? With another female other than me. Okay. All right. All right. So relationship problems. Can you please tell me if my boyfriend is having sexual? Okay. I mean, I don't think so. Um, well, just basically answering your question, I think he's only with you. Um, so I wouldn't be paranoid about that. But I mean, I don't know. Rachel, I would just like chill and, you know, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these problems are you're kind of making up in your head. I mean, I would just take it easy. Go with the flow. Anyway, all right, moving on. Up and down. Ashley wants a general. Okay. Okay. So Ashley wants a general. Um, well, okay, Ashley, I think you'll always get what you need in life, so I wouldn't worry too much. I mean, at the end of the day, if you needed help, you would get help. I mean, a lot of things you're going to do for yourself in this world, but if you did ever need help, you could always, there are places you could go to get it. I do kind of see a lot of betrayal in this reading. Like, I would say, um, know when something is a big thing and know when something is a small thing. Um, I have to take that advice too. I get really sometimes frustrated over things that are just very little and insignificant. Um, you know, And I do kind of get the sense that there's something that you used to do that was actually very beneficial for you that you're not doing now. Um, you're kind of trying something different. I think whatever you did in the past was something that um, was much better. Um, Something really in your past is really helpful to you that you kind of don't do anymore. I don't know what that is. Maybe you have a clue, but something to think about. Okay. I want to volunteer. There's a place that I've kind of given up on this. There's like a nursing, which I would probably hate it anyway, but there's a nursing home down the street, and I was trying to become a volunteer there. One day I actually got someone on the phone, but they said like was it the HR person wasn't in, and um, I forget what happened with that. But I've tried calling them more since then, but I haven't called them in a long time. But I did kind of try a little again a couple times later, and I don't know, maybe I'd probably hate it anyway. I mean, most old people I can't even stand. Just in all honesty. Oh my God. I was at work a few weeks ago and there was a woman. I don't know who sent her, but she was like, I don't know how old she was, but she didn't seem old enough to be acting the way she was acting. She was quick enough to order her stuff, but then when it came time to pay, she was looking at like the thing you put the card in, and without even putting a card in it, even pulling out a card, she's like punching things in, and I'm like, ma'am, um, you have to pay with the card. And she looked at me like so dazed and confused, and then she goes to like punch in numbers again. I'm like, ma'am, you have to put your card in the machine, or whatever that thing is called. I'm like, ma'am, you have to do the thing. And she's still kind of looking at me. That went on for so long. I swear I thought I was going to explode. And I was keeping my cool. I was very nice. I'm like, ma'am, you have to put your card in the thing. I think I said that to her maybe 10 times. And I think that went on. I mean, it was only probably like 3 minutes, but 3 minutes in Dunkin' Donuts time is an eternity for you to be holding up the line. I'm like, oh my God. So she finally kind of she got her card out and did the thing. And then I think I could be making this up, but when it came time to pull her card out, she had trouble with that too. And I have to hear the thing make the beeping noise. I don't know. It was just like, and I'm wondering, this woman is like decrepit, and I'm thinking she, you know what? She probably drove here. That's how she got to this location. She probably drove. I'm like, oh. Anyway, fucking decrepit bitch taking up my time. No offense, but like I thought I was gonna lose it, but I didn't. It was very nice. I probably shouldn't make fun of people that are like mentally impaired, but you know, I don't know. It's just weird because I don't know, I've seen people that look a lot older than her that don't have much trouble. Although old people typically love to pay in cash. It's like an old person thing. They love cash and they love hot coffee. 19 times out of 20, an old person will order hot coffee. It's 120 degrees out and they're ordering hot coffee. Old people fucking love to pay in cash. They love hot coffee and they absolutely nut for old fashioned donuts. That's what I've noticed. Um, Hi, Sarah. Hi. Does my twin flame love me or think of me often? Okay, so your twin flame. Oh, son of a bitch. Hang on, give me a second. Okay. Oh God. I mean, oh. These questions. Well, uh, you know, Sarah. Of course, your twin flame loves you, right? Of course. Otherwise, they're your twin demon, right? Okay. I mean, the definition of a twin flame, of course, this person loves you and thinks about you. Um, of course. So, oh, I should make an appointment with my therapist. I should see my psychiatrist soon. Not that she's helpful, and none of what she does is actually real, but I do enjoy talking to her. She's kind of a nice woman. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I really don't enjoy talking to her. It's very like lackluster. I do like my therapist, but my psychiatrist is just so like I can tell she's like over her job. She doesn't want to be there. I swear I have told her about my disability, I think every single time I go there, and she asks me questions about it as if I've never told her before. You know what that does to someone who's already kind of not doing well? I'm telling you. Like I like why are you asking me questions like this like as if I've never told you this before? Why? Why is that? I don't know. I mean, if I was like legit like a psychiatrist or something and I really believed in all that, I would be taking notes about the person, like what they tell me. I would have it all in a little file, right? And I would make it my job because well, it is your job. Before they come, I would like go over the notes just to kind of refresh myself and okay, this is Marco, this is what he's been dealing with. This is what I'm thinking where he's coming from and stuff and like I would like kind of go over the notes, right? Isn't that what you do? Why do I have to re-explain every single time I see you? I know we haven't seen each other in a few months, but still, like, shouldn't you write this down? Or I feel like every single time I see you shouldn't be the first time. Okay. It's pointless anyway. She gives me this medicine and I swear it's fake medicine. I like I take it and there's no difference. I don't even know what I'm wanting from her. I had an appointment with her on Wednesday and I just canceled it the day of. I was like, you know what? I'm not in the mood to see I just didn't want to see her that day. I was in no mood. Okay. Anyway, someone asked a question. Oh, and it's gone. All right. Anyway, Pedro Costa. Well, my cousin um, Paulo, why hasn't he spoken to me? Did something happen? Okay. I will say, my psychiatrist did say one nice thing to me, which was that, she said, Marco, you are normal. Don't ever think that you're not normal. Which for me for me to say, oh yeah, I'm normal. I'm completely normal. That I can taste the bullshit in my mouth when I say that out loud. But I'm just saying, like, I I don't know. But I guess maybe I'm weird, but maybe everybody's weird. So I guess being weird is normal. I get it. That's kind of where my mind goes with that. Um, exactly. But she did say that I was normal. And one time she gave me some good advice, which is don't work too much. Because I was telling her that I was trying to get a job, and she said, when you do get a job, just only work like 2 days a week. She said she likes that for me. And that's what I'm doing. I only work 2 days a week, and I'm loving it. It's not too much. Anyway, so I'm answering for Pedro Costa. You want to know why your cousin hasn't spoken to you? I mean, I don't think he's mad at you or anything. It's definitely the sense I'm getting. I don't think he's angry or mad or anything. I mean, sometimes people just don't talk to people for a while. Um, that's very normal. But I mean, of course, he's just busy with his own life. But I'm not sensing that he like hates you or anything or any kind of negativity. All right. But yeah. What's the dream I had last night? I had a dream last night. Did I? Maybe that was the night before. I had a dream that I had bought a house. The kitchen was huge, but there were like, it was really fucking creepy. There was like this whole mess of people living in my basement, and the basement was gigantic. It was like, it was like bigger than the house. It just went on for days and months. The basement was huge, and there was all these people living in there. And my concern was, what the fuck? I bought this house. How do I get these fucking people out of my basement? I don't know what that says about me, but I don't know. I really don't know. Um, I need to make more friends. Honestly, I think what would help me so much is just having more of a life. Getting out, going places, maybe going to a bar. My hope, if I go to a bar, my hope would be to like meet people and like talk to strangers because I really like that. I like talking to strangers. But I like hearing about people's lives. It's really fun. People have it's crazy what some people have been through. I do like going to parks, although I don't really like going if it's really hot out. I don't like that. It's gross. What are things I could do? Well, first of all, I need to make more friends. I definitely need to make more friends. I really don't have any. I mean, I'm very friendly with the people I work with, but it's not as if we ever hang out. We're just really coworkers. want to make like friends. I don't know. Well, you guys are my friends. Hello, when will I get into a relation? Okay, got it. I need a nap. Disc golfers. I've never heard of that. Ooh, shirtless guys. Yay. I could get into that. Then I'm like that creepy guy, like just staring. Like I'm just the pervert. Yeah, I will try to avoid looking like a pervert at all costs. I will just tell you that. All right. So you want to know when you're going to get into a relationship, Crowley? I actually know a girl with the last name Crowley. I used to work with her. Well, Crowley, I'm seeing probably in. I mean, I'm missing a card. I can't help but think that it's going to be sooner than later. Um, I really want to say like a couple months. I'm seeing. Oh, Sarah, I almost there's a pool in my apartment complex, and I was on Grinder, which Grinder is like a gay dating app. It literally will be like, oh, there's a man 400 feet away from you, and you can see his profile. He'll probably send you naked pictures of himself. It's lovely, right? So a few years ago, I was in my apartment and I was looking through the app, and there was a guy that I saw that was really close, and it was the lifeguard at the pool. And I was like, oh, can I come down there and we can like chit chat or whatever? And he was like, yeah. But then I forget what the real reason was, but it was like crazy storming out with like thunder. I'm sure they were closing the pool down because of like the thunder and the lightning and the wind and the rain and stuff. So I I sent him a message and I said, I'm not going to come down there actually because I'm afraid I'll get struck by lightning. I know I said that to him. And I think he sent back a message like, really? You're afraid of that? But I don't, I don't know if that was the real reason I didn't go. It might have been. Maybe I was genuinely afraid I would get struck by lightning, but then I would get superpowers like Fruza Bach and The Craft, I don't know. What's lightning anyway? Um, yeah. God, I wish I had liquor. I can't stand the fact that I have nothing to drink right now. Ugh. That's why instead of drinking, I'm like chain smoking. I mean, he seems cute. He's a lifeguard. He's got a job. I don't know why I chickened out. Although I tend to do that. Like I'll make plans to meet up with someone, but then I'm like at the last minute, Wendy Williams is in my ear telling me that it's the killer, and then I'm like afraid to actually go through with it. you know. I forget. I know my sun sign is Aries. Um, I forget. I forget what the other um, two are. I remember somebody told me once because they did my chart. I don't know the other two though. I know the lady who did my chart. She said there was a lot of water in my chart. So whatever that means. Maybe like very emotional or something. Which does make a lot of sense. I mean, I am like, I will lose my mind at the drop of a hat. Truly, it takes very little to really upset me. Although I keep it in though. I never snap at people. Ever. First of all, I'm too afraid of people. Also, I don't usually if I'm like getting really upset, I have to kind of tell myself, I could just be making this all up in my head. So certainly don't take out your own crazy thoughts on others. You know what I mean? Like, I was watching I was watching this program on YouTube the other day, and there was like these two drag queens reacting to some television show on Netflix. And what did one of them say? One of them was like, they were like, it was like some kind of fucked up dating show. Um, those Netflix dating shows with all the super attractive people. So one of the why am I, is this too long and drawn out to actually explain? Never mind. It was funny to me, god damn it. It's like not worth blah blah blah. Okay. Anyway. Oh, I'm going to see when the liquor store opens. I guess it doesn't matter. When do the checks come? I think the checks come at like 11 in the morning. Although who knows? They might already be there from yesterday. But maybe I won't even pick up my check today. Maybe I'll just pick it up tomorrow when I go there. I just want to see when the liquor store opens. God, I'm such an alcoholic. God damn it. Why did my life turn out this way? I live in Massachusetts. Oh, it opens at 8:30. It's actually not that far away. Okay, so at around 8:30, I'm going to take a cab to the liquor store. It's a little risky though, because sometimes they're not even open. Like, you know. Um, Although you're probably right, because there have been times I've gone there in the morning and they're supposed to be open, but for some reason, maybe the guy who opens the place is late getting there or something. So, um, yeah, I could call them. You know what's so weird? I swear to God, the kid, and I say kid, the person who's been working at the register at that liquor store for a few months now, I swear to God, it's a 15-year-old boy. Unless he's like the youngest looking 18-year-old you've ever seen. It's really bizarre. I'm like buying a giant bottle of vodka from like a 15-year-old. I swear to God. It's strange. One time I did a prank call. I've only done one prank call in my entire life, which was I used to live in a group home for like mentally ill young people. That's the life that I have. That's my story. But I used to live in this group home, and I was very friendly with the people that worked there. Um, I'd like to talk to them and like joke and like have fun. But I was in my, I had a room there, just like a bedroom, and my room was directly above the office. So one day I prank called the office right downstairs from my cell phone. I was like, and I did that stupid thing. It's so stupid. I was like, she picks up and I'm like, hey, is your refrigerator running? That stupid joke. And she was like, oh my God, it's just Marco. I was, having fun. That's funny, right? Prank calling from the room right above the office. I was bored. Anyway, um, is your refrigerator running? Well, I mean, I honestly I just don't really believe in twin flames. Um, I really don't. I think that, I live in a world, like I live on a planet with earth, air, fire, and water, and like dimension, and like northeast, southwest, and stuff. And I think there's so many guys out there that I would probably be very happy with. Is I don't think there's just like one guy for everybody. Because I mean, there are many people that I think I would be very compatible with. You know. Hi, Jesus Christ. um, can I just call you? I'm going to call you the Lord. That's what I'll refer to you as. Um, Hello, Jesus. Nice to finally meet you. Where have you been all my life? You've kind of been MIA in my life so far. God. I just smoked a cigarette, right? Leo, hi. Can I ask, did, like 27, did my crush spy on me? Okay. Maybe I need a nap, or I don't know what I need. I just need a hug. I need to, maybe I'm hungry. I don't know. Okay. So, Leo, let me pull some cards for you. Um, yep. Okay, Leo 1328. I mean, I think so. I think he probably does like you back, and he probably has been trying to get to know you maybe through other mediums, not like mediums like psychics. I just mean like, different ways of trying to figure stuff out about you. But yeah, I think he likes you too, actually. Hi, Bia. Yeah, you can ask a question, of course. Um, I mean, I'm not sure. That's very hard for me to answer. I definitely think that he's been asking people about you. And it might be the social media thing too. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Will Ali message me and when, please? Okay. I'm such a baby. I really am. Like, if I don't have liquor, I start to like lose my mind. I lose my mind and I'm just miserable and very pessimistic. I am. Oh, God. But it's fine. It's fine. The store opens in like an hour and a half. So, I'll go when they open. I'll get what I want and I'll come home. You know, maybe stop into work and just say hi to the people, um, my coworkers. Maybe not actually, because the only person I would really want to say hi to isn't even there today. I don't think, and they're busy anyway. They don't have time to be chit chat with me. I can buy my liquor and come back here and talk to you guys some more. So maybe I'll just. I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. It is so much fun doing these readings and getting hammered on the internet for the world to see. I have, I swear to God, I remember one morning I woke up and I was, making my coffee. Um, and all of a sudden it occurred to me, I was like, oh my God, I went live last night. And I knew I was really drunk the night before. And I was like, oh my God, I went live. It was literally like an hour of this. This was the camera angle. And I'm just like slurring. Hopefully I was still kind of somehow doing a good job with what I was saying, which I think I did actually like. I might have been slurring, but I was still honest to God reading the cards. But this was the whole video. And I'm like this, like just looking exhausted and like slurring and just drunk. And I'm like, oh Jesus. I don't even know if I deleted that or not, actually. It might still be on the internet. That was months ago. Um anyway. Oh, I was answering Bia's question. So I did watch that whole video. I do remember I was still kind of doing fine reading the cards, but I'm like just really drunk, kind of out of it. Well, I think he will message you. Probably not. I don't know. I would say in about a week. Because I think you're not gonna I don't think you're gonna expect it when he messages you. So I feel like it's gonna be. I mean, I think he will, but for some reason, it's not gonna be like super soon. It's gonna be like probably like a week from now. Um, is what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. Okay. Um, I love liquor. It's really like the only substance I can do because everything else screws with my head too much. I can't tell you, like, this is something that happens to me maybe like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 times a week, but all of a sudden it'll just feel like I just smoked a bunch of weed. And sometimes that can last for like maybe like a half hour. For some reason, I just feel super high. And like my perception is weird, and then I mean it's fucking freaky because I didn't smoke anything, but and then it's just really creepy. But I don't know. It's just something that I really enjoy doing, and I mean, it does come with its cons, but you know, I think it's worth it. Um, you know, I don't know. I want to know if Stony will tell me he loves me soon. I don't like being high. I sometimes, like I just said, I get high with no drugs at all. It's fucking freaky. Certainly don't want to with drugs. I do not want that. I like drinking though. Um, so Sarah, you want to know about this person? Okay. Well, I don't think it's going to be for a long time. I think it probably will happen someday, but it's not going to be for quite a while. Okay. Well, Jesus pieced out like he always does. The Lord just left us again. Where the fuck is he at? The Lord. Mr. Christ, are you still here? By the way, what is Christ? Like, is that his last name? I don't know. I feel like it means something like spiritual or something. Like, maybe he's just Jesus. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's like Madonna or Cher. He's just Jesus, like Moses. I feel like people didn't used to have last names or something. I don't know. I kind of like having a last name. You know what's this is I'm such an idiot for this, and I don't know if you're even going to get this, but sometimes I think about my middle name and I'm like, wow, the name Anthony is part of my name. Is that like a weird demented thought? I don't know, because I never think my middle name my middle name never gets brought up. I never, when I'm signing checks or writing things, I never write my middle name. So I'm just like, wow. It's like a stoner thought. It's like, wow, the name Anthony's like part of me, you know? It's so weird. I have like a pain under my tongue. It feels like where that piece of like thing is, like under your tongue. It's like, I don't know. Imagine if someone ripped out my tongue. Like, let's say like the doctors are like, Marco, we have to surgically remove your tongue. I would be like, what? But it feels fine. No, it's gotta go. I'd be like, well, I mean, it looks fine. It feels fine. I don't, I would like to have my tongue. They're like, no, sorry. And then they just kind of forcefully like put me under. And then I wake up with no tongue, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Like, where do you go from there? Like, I don't know. I would like go to talk, and then it's like, I don't know if I can, or it's like not going to happen. I don't know. I don't get that. That is a fucking weird thought. Not the uvula. The uvula is that dangly thing in the back of your throat. Dude, my dad's uvula was so fucked up looking a few months ago. But like, we were at a Mexican restaurant. And he was like, Marco, do you think this looks fucked up? And he like opens his mouth, and his uvula was so big, it was just like hanging down on his tongue. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't know about all that, you guys. What is the point of a uvula anyway? Like, what does it even do? It's too dark. I can't see. Um, does it have a purpose? Is it like your appendix and it just does nothing? I don't know. A few months ago, when was this? It was back in the summer. Last summer, I got some blood work done, and it was like basically there was like a few things that were very off about it, and I looked up what it meant, and it basically said like your liver's failing and like you're totally gonna die soon. And for about 2 days, I was like, oh shit, I should really stop drinking, and like I got really nervous, and then I'm like, you know what a bunch of shit. What a bunch of absolute bullshit. There's nothing wrong with my liver. Okay. My liver is livering fine. God, how did they even know about stuff like that? It's so stupid. Dumb tests. Like, okay, yeah, okay. If a doctor ever told me, Marco, we're so sorry, you have cancer, I'd be walking around like, oh, okay. I guess I have cancer now because some guy told me because he looked it up on some fucking computer. Give me a break. Cancer. Although I would not be shocked if God gave me cancer, um, based on what's happened so far. Because cancer is not really like a real thing. It's more of like an idea and an experience that people go through. You know what I mean? Honestly, is what that is. Be like, okay, I guess I'm someone with cancer now. Anyway, that was last summer, and I'm still fine. Um, and I drink a lot, a whole lot. I really enjoy alcohol. Sorry, I'm like just venting with you guys. Um, yeah, by the way, uvulas are ugly. God shouldn't have invented that. I think it would have looked just fine, just without anything. I should light some more incense. Um, my God. I'm looking at something, a little decorative thing I have sticking out of one of my plant pots, and it is, I've never noticed this, but it's completely covered in like spider webs. Let me see what that is. Oh my God. I'll get to that eventually. I have to put some more A&D on this. Wonder if I should take a shower before I go to the liquor store. The last time I showered was yesterday morning. Probably don't smell that bad. I mean, it'd be kind of nice to take a shower anyway. Clean up a little bit. Sometimes I will literally go like 3 days without showering. And then I just feel so ashamed that I end up, bathing myself. I mean, of course, I work in a restaurant, so every day before I go, I will take a shower because I can't show up and be smelly and disgusting. But I mean, if I'm not working, if I'm just staying home, and if I'm not seeing anybody, then I just don't even shower. And sometimes I do. Can I tell you a funny story? So when I was a little kid, I was raised Christian, Catholic, whatever. It's all the same. Um, I was raised Catholic, and when I was like a really little kid, I was kind of into it. Like I've always, since I was really little, I've always thought about like God and stuff. Um, I remember I used to, and I swear I'm not making this up. I'm so dead serious. I used to have what I called my holy collection, and I had a table in my bedroom, this like long table, and it was full of like a bunch of Christian shit, like rosary beads and crucifixes and the a little model of the Pieta and shit like that. Just anything Christiany, Jesus-y, was on that table. When I tell you what I'm about to tell you, I'm not making it up. I would literally, my mother used to work as an EMT, and for some reason, she liked to steal sheets from her work. I know she stole them because they clearly are not just giving these away. But she used to have these like big white medical sheets, some kind of medical sheet thing that they would probably put on like a gurney or something. I don't know what they were for, but she would steal them. And I would take one of those sheets and like wrap myself up in it and pretend to be a priest. And me and my mother would say the rosary in front of my holy collection. That's like, oh God, my childhood. It's so weird. Who else was doing shit like that? I've always been kind of spiritual, I suppose. I would pretend to be a priest. I remember when I was little, I was like, my biggest goal in life was to buy a van and to like make it into like a little house and just like drive around the country and just live in my van. Like I really wanted to be a hippie at one point. I just wanted to live out of my van and just travel around and just like a nomad. Um, what else bullshit did I want to do? My biggest goal in life. Someday I'm gonna live in a van. Those were my big aspirations when I was little. Like some kids want to be like astronauts. And although, you know what cracks my shit up when like a high school student tells me they want to be a marine biologist. Every motherfucking person wants to be a marine biologist at some point in their childhood. I swear, like a couple years ago, I was working, right? And one of my coworkers was like, I think she was like 15 or 16 at the time. Um, and she was like telling me about, talking to young kids like that. I'm like, okay, so, how you doing in school and how's everything going? She's like, good, and I think I was like, I probably asked her like, oh, so what do you want to be? Like, what do you want to study when you get out of high school? Like, and she was like, oh, I want to be a marine biologist. And I just, I'm like, okay, great. That's awesome. That's so fantastic. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, okay, fucking marine biologist. I think the marine is fine. You know what I mean? Like, there's fish in there and they're eating kelp. I don't know. They're fine. I don't know. I mean, what do they do? I don't know what they do, these people, and how they do it. And I mean, I guess all I know about them is that they'll like catch a shark and tag it because it's real important that we know where all the sharks are in the ocean. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't take this. This fucking world is so weird. I mean, I love the marine too, or the marina, or what is it called? I don't know, the ocean, the seas. I love it too. I used to be obsessed with mermaids. I remember I went through this like mermaid phase when I was a little kid. I was really into mermaids and I just loved the ocean. I wanted to be a mermaid and just swim away and live with the other mermaids. I This was back when MySpace was a thing. I had a MySpace and I changed my name to Aquamarine, like Aquamarine, the mermaid movie, but it was Aquamarine, which was not my idea, but I really loved it, so I went with it. And like MySpace back in the day, I think MySpace was so much better than Facebook because you could like decorate your MySpace and give it like a really cool background and stuff. It was so much better. MySpace was cool. Um, but yeah, and I was friends with Jenna Jameson, who's like a porn star. I feel like back in the MySpace days, everybody was friends with her. I was friends with her. I was like, I don't know, 11, and why is a porn star one of my friends on MySpace? My dad was friends with her. I think my dead uncle was friends with her. I think like my brothers were friends with her. Everybody was friends with Jenna Jameson on MySpace. Um, yeah. So, real quiet in the chat room. Um, anyway, I'm just going to keep talking. I'm going to light some incense. Let me see. I want one of these. I really like incense. That's lovely. So what else is fucked up from my childhood? I'll just might talk about that. That's funny. Real funny. What's fucked up? I mean, there's stuff from my childhood that I cannot even bring up because it's too painful. But something like totally hilarious. When I was a kid, I used to drink out of the hose. I mean, I could just go inside and like drink water or something better, but I would drink out of the hose sometimes. And I will say, From what I remember, hose water tasted really good. Like it was super cold and it just tasted fantastic. Um, I remember my brother Joe, he was a year older than me. He's dead now, thank God. But he used to eat dog food. And this is when we were like 2 and 3 years old. He really enjoyed eating our Rottweiler's food. And he would like try to get me to try it. I think I tried it. I don't remember, but he was like really into eating dog food. Um, so that's fucked up and hysterical. Um, what else? What else? What else? We used to have a pet military macaw. I mean, I don't know. Like what my family grew up in Boston, like my parents. So when they got together, when they moved to um, the suburbs, they bought a house that had like an eighth of an acre of land, and then they just thought they had a farm. So then we had like all these like chickens and ducks and geese and fucking, which all got killed by coyotes. But like I, I don't know. I don't know. And then we had all these like weird animals in the house, and the house always smelled like cat pee because then the cat would never like go in the thing, the litter box. It just, that cat was evil. That cat would wait under the table for you to walk by and then just reach out and scratch the hell out of you. Evil fucking cat. But yeah, our house always smelled like poop and pee, and my brothers were insane and just, it's unbelievable like what went on in my house. Um, wow. Okay. Anyway, hi sons, how you doing? I'll get back to the trauma in a few minutes. Um, I'm doing good, by the way. May I ask, does my energy is my energy good now? Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me see what comes out in the cards. I mean, I feel like now in your life, there's a lot of like new beginnings happening. It seems like a fresh start. I do kind of feel like um, you're kind of dealing with some regrets and resentments, but I mean, but your energy is always changing. At least I can speak for myself. My energy changes all the time. I mean, what literally 1 second I'm like happy and grateful and full of gratitude, and then like literally the next second I'm hating God and I hate my life and I just want to punch something and break it. Um, so you know, it seems like right now in this moment your energy could be a lot better, and it probably will be better, like probably like later today or whatever. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, now back to talking. So what else was horrible? Um, didn't you hate having to go to church? This is gonna kind of sound a little contradictory to what I said a few minutes ago about me pretending to be a priest, but I did fucking hate going to church. I really hated it, and a lot. I mean, there's nothing more boring than church, and it's truly torture for children. And I remember sometimes, and this has probably happened to everybody at some point, or maybe it's just me, but I'd be in church with my brother, who's, like I said, a year older, and it would just be like me, my mom, and my brother at church. And out of nowhere, me and my brother would just start laughing hysterically. I've heard comedians say that that's happened to them too, but I just like and it was about nothing. We were truly laughing at just nothing. It was just we couldn't stop laughing. And then my mother, the good Christian, would lean over and she's pissed off because we were kind of making a scene. She would get so mad and she would literally like whisper in my ear, "When we get home, I'm gonna beat you until you're dead." She loved to say that. I was like, she never did actually beat me to death. But I think she's like, I wish I had a nickel for every time she told me she was going to beat me to death. That was like one of her things. She never swore though. She would never say like, "I'm going to fucking beat you to death." She didn't swear because she's a good Christian woman. But yeah, she'd like threaten death to me because we were like hysterically laughing in the middle of church. Oh, giggles. Oh, loved it. Like we're in church and my mother's threatening me with death, how things go in my childhood in the 90s. Let me see what else. I hated church. It was so boring. What else? I mean, there's so many things I could say. No, that's too traumatic. I don't want to talk about that. Let's see. It's just something funny that's still horrible, but like funny. Oh, well, my dad, when my parents split up, obviously like my mom kicked him out of the house that like he built, and he had to go like spend a bunch of money on a new house, how women are sometimes. And not all women, I'm not like that. But when he moved into his house, he bought a zoo. He had a basement in his house and he completely filled it with all these fucking stupid animals that aren't even like, not even an animal you would want. Like it was like lizards and snakes, and I mean, and it was just, you had to clean the tanks. It was just gross. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that we had those animals because it was kind of cool, I guess, but like nothing even cuddly. Like, and then we had this one gecko that would just bite the shit out of your hand every time you reached in. I mean, they're all dead now. Or maybe they're not dead. I think he just gave them away to people. That was a long time ago, though. I don't know how long a corn snake fucking lives, but I'm sure it's dead now. Iguanas, nasty, vicious iguanas. We had a military macaw that would chase me and my brother and just try to bite the shit out of us. It loved my dad, though. That bird loved my dad, but just couldn't stand me or my brother. It would just chase us down the hall trying to bite us. And we were afraid of that thing because it had a really big, strong beak. If it could take off a toe. I mean, for real. So that was fun, being afraid of our own pets. When you put it like that, I never thought about it like that. It's so crazy, like, just by talking about things, like the perspective that you get, like that was really fucked up. It's like just occurring to me now on, what's the date today? May 30th, 2025. Wow, my childhood was demented, real demented. Wow. Whatever. I'm in a better place now. It's fine. Completely fine. Um, so what else? I don't know. Mm, just trying to think of something that I feel comfortable sharing, which should have been none of this stuff, but I said it anyway. Um, I think. Oh, well, this is kind of funny. There was an I shouldn't even say this, but there was an abandoned factory in my dad's town that me and my brother and my friend would go um, to like have BB wars or to smoke weed when we were 14 or, stuff like that. And it, it was, the factory had been shut down because it was full of asbestos. And we would just be in there, just walking by, just piles of asbestos and just garbage from other horrible teenagers that broke in there. And it was just truly insane. Um, I got my friend, who was such a horrible person, but I was still friends with him for so long. One time, he kind of caught me off guard. We were in that abandoned factory, and we happened to find, I guess, what you would call an abandoned fire extinguisher, and he just shot me with it. Which, did you know that white shit that comes out of a fire extinguisher is freezing cold? It's like, I don't know what it is, but he's covered me with it, and it was freezing. So I guess I just assumed it was some kind of gas or something that just puts out fires, but no, it's like fucking winter. It's like ice. Um, so yeah, we break into the abandoned factory and like roam around and shoot each other in the eye with BBs, and um, um, think. I mean, well, let's fast forward to, I guess, my early 20s when I was in and out of mental hospitals all the time. What a dark fucking time in my life. My whole life has just been one fucking story of darkness. But anyway, in and out of mental hospitals. My longest stint was 9 months. Um, there'd be like a girl who's like walking around with like clutching a teddy bear, and she's like 40 years old. She's completely insane. They have to yell at her because she's eating too many snacks, and they're afraid she's going to die from it. Um, I mean, people with no teeth that are just kind of, you never heard them speak once in the 9 months you were there. Um, People that are just gone. They are just fucking checked out. Uh, like, I don't know. You're in this big room with 5 beds in it, and all us guys have to share a room together, and there's just someone literally beating off like in the bed next to me. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. He wasn't even that cute. Like, he really wasn't cute. Oh, and that guy that would just beat off in front of all of us, he had the longest, nastiest toenails, and he would like walk. I don't. I mean, he would just like walk in circles and all day. I'm sure he had great leg muscles from that, though. I don't know, but and then like the guy in the bed across from me would always take a shower and hang his towel up on his dresser, and it always had like shit stains on it. It was just really fucked up, man. It was fucked up. And like, who would have thought I'd be like the normal one in a place? Really? God. cigarette. I need booze. Anyway, what else? What else can I talk about? Just like I'm believe it or not, I'm actually filtering what I'm telling you because some stuff is legit too painful to talk about. Um, oh, I probably shouldn't even talk about this. I was part of mental health court for like 2 years. I was only supposed to do it for like a year and a half, but I kept getting drunk and every time, because I had to take drug tests, right? So every time I failed a drug test, they would just start the whole year and a half over again. I finally was able to actually refrain from drugs and alcohol for a while, but I had to call in my fucking life. I had to call this number every day, and I would like punch in like my code or whatever, and it'd be like, today you have to do a drug test, or it would say like, today you do not have to report for a drug test. And let me tell you something. I would have to go in this small room with like a man and like whip out my dick and like piss in a cup and right in front of him, and he's like staring at me. Which one time I really couldn't pee. Like I just couldn't pee. Like, and then you know what he did? God, this is embarrassing. Why am I even telling this? He turned on the sink. Like, listen, this is not a movie that we're in. He in his mind, he thought that me listening to the sink run, it would suddenly magically make me have to pee. And I'm like, dude, this isn't a movie. I don't know what movie you saw that in, but like, what are you talking about? I was able to get up, like the cup was like this big. I got like that much pee out, and at one point I was farting so much because I was pushing so hard. I thought I'm going to jail because I can't pee. They're gonna think I'm onto something or doing up to something, and they're just gonna put me away again. I was really trying to stay out of jail. What else? What other lovely fucking story can I tell you? Oh, here's a fun fact. For about, I would say, 3 years, I was puking every day, and I don't know why. Like, I would just puke all the time. You know, I'm so stupid. Back then, I wasn't even as anxious as I am now. I swear, like I was actually, my life was in shambles, and I still was kind of okay most of the time, which is shocking. But it's probably just because I'm so dumb that I'm not really grasping reality. But like, I remember once this guy, this like 85-year-old man named Paul, who was always trying to get in my pants, and I never let that happen, by the way. But he would like buy me things, which I really shouldn't have even taken any of those gifts because he was like trying to bang me, and I would never want that. So that I feel guilty about. But one time, Paul took me to an AA meeting, and we got out of the car, and I puked all over my boots. I puked all over the ground, and I thought, well, I feel better. It's out of my system. So the um, we walk into the AA meeting. Me and him, we sit down at one of the tables, and at one point he turns to me. He's like, Marco, and he points down at my feet, and my boots were just covered in vomit. And I'm like, oh, I'll be right back. Just 1 second. I tiptoe over to the bathroom, and I'm cleaning puke off of myself. Wasn't even drunk for just no reason. For years, I was just puking all the time. I don't. No, I like never puke now. I mean, I puked a couple of days ago, but that was like the first time in a long time. Okay, actually, that's a lie. It was like a week before I also puked. I'm just saying, I really hardly ever puke anymore, which is a good thing. That's disgusting. Hang on, maybe I can come up with something funnier. else. No, I'm not diagnosed with diabetes. God forbid I get diagnosed with that. I'll snap. No, I don't have fucking diabetes. What else could I talk about? Um, I'm 31. I know. I still basically look 12. I know. You trust me. I know. I get it all the time. I still look like a toddler. I understand. But yeah, I'm 31. I feel like I can come up with something funny. I know there must be something I'm missing that I could talk about. We covered Jenna Jameson. Um, Afraid of animals in my own house. Um, I'm an Aries. Thank you for asking. Um, no, I'm like running out of stuff to talk about. What do I enjoy besides tarot? I like, I paint and um, I drink a lot. I take naps a lot. Um, you know, I what else? I have a lot of plants. Um, you know, I water plants sometimes. I call my dad a lot. I get drunk and I call my dad, um, and like talk to him and stuff. Um, I don't really read. Oh, I watch TV a lot. Although really, I'm like half watching it. I'm sort of like I'm looking at the TV, but I'm kind of just lost in my own insanity in my head. I'm not quite listening to it, but my eyes are there. You know what I mean? Um, it looks like I'm watching TV. I don't know if I'm like I don't know, but what else do I do? I want to start doing more, like going to the club or something, like all the kids do. I never was like a clubbing person. Um, this is a funny story, just my luck. So I went to a club. I think the only time I've ever been to a club was in South Carolina, and I was like dancing on a speaker, as one does. And I was like really feeling it, but then I think I fell off of it. I don't remember if I actually was able to catch myself or not. I do remember I was actively like falling off of it, and I'm like reaching for the person who I was dancing on the speaker with, and he's like, "Don't fucking pull me down with you." So that happened. The one and only time I ever went to a club.
And that fucking dude that didn't help me when I was falling off that speaker, I saw him in a mental hospital in Massachusetts years later. I was like, I almost couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, a guy that I met in South Carolina, some gay dude, motherfucker, and then I see him in Worcester, Massachusetts, in like a high security mental hospital, and I'm like, wow, like anything's possible in this world, really. It's like it was like a miracle. You don't, but you never see miracles that are like cool. You just see stuff that like re-traumatizes you from your past. Is it just me? Like, but I don't know. It's like I'm like already like in a mental asylum, just regretting my decisions in life, and then all of a sudden I see someone and I'm like, oh, remember that time you fell off a speaker in a club and completely embarrassed yourself in front of everybody who may have been watching? I'm looking for a man who is not too good looking, because then I don't want to be like the hideous one. So, I mean, I would love to hook up with someone good looking, but then I would kind of feel guilty, like I have to pay for it or something. So I'm looking for a man who's slightly ugly, body's a little frumpy, maybe even a dad bod, maybe someone older. Um, you know, um, and like someone real manly, like doesn't clean their ass, just someone real manly. Um, what should I write about my dad for my Father's Day post? Asking because it's been a hard couple years and emotionally can't think. Ooh, let me see. Like a man, you know what I mean? Real man. Okay. Someone like, I get really turned on by the guys that come into my work and they're like ordering coffee or whatever, and they're like covered in like specks of like plaster and stuff. Like, they do some real bullshit that's like super manly and like with tools and stuff and all that. I would love one of those guys. That would be hot. And I want him to keep that outfit on when he comes. Anyway, but I'm at a P. Let me pull some cards for you. You like how I'm just so disgusting and like unhinged, and then I'm like answering like a heartfelt question. Anyway. Okay. There's many sides to me. Okay. Oh, the liquor store's opening soon. I'm so excited. Okay. Anyway, so at a P, let me see. What should you write about your dad? You know what would be nice? What I just thought of? Um, I mean, this, it's simple, Adipi. Um, say what you're thankful for that he does for you. Maybe name two or three, and say thank you. You know, name two or three things that he's done really good for you throughout your life. Like, thank you because I remember the time you did X, Y, and Z for me. Um, I mean, it's simple. I mean, honestly, I don't even know how to answer that question with tarot cards, but I mean, I'm just talking to you as just a person, like just common sense stuff, you know? Yeah, what Sassy Lieber said, just be yourself, be authentic, and, look at your own past to create something new for, you know, when is Father's Day? I don't even know. Good game. I'm gonna be right back. I have to piss so bad. And we're back. Um, okay. I drink, by the way, I drink vodka mixed with a mixer. I don't like whiskey, although I've probably never had good whiskey. I only buy cheap shit. I have had Fireball, and I do kind of like that. It's not like completely horrible. I wonder what that would taste good with, like if I was to mix it with something. Because I certainly don't want to. I don't want to drink just like whiskey out of a bottle. That's too strong. It's just disgusting. Um, I just feel like whiskey's gross. Tequila is in margaritas, right? I believe. I do like margaritas a lot. Those are great. I never drink them except when I'm at like a Mexican restaurant or something, or maybe like a Chinese restaurant. But God, I hola. I oh fuck, was I supposed to say? I need to talk to like a friend right now. I need to talk to somebody that cares about me. I'm all right. I'm actually fine. I'm just getting freaked out because I'm like looking at my life and I'm like, wow, it's actually really pretty horrible. Um, and then I'm just like terrified. So it's kind of how I feel. Um, oh, I do like beer. Yeah, I like beer a lot. I like those natty daddies or any kind of beer like that, like Hurricane. It's like strong beer. It's like 8% alcohol. I really fucking love that shit. Yeah, I live a lot of pretty things around here that I can look at. You're right. That is true. Um, You know what's funny? A couple weeks ago, I was at my dad's house, and this is another disgusting story that I'm going to tell. We were doing yard work, and I went in his bathroom to take a piss, and I looked down, and the toilet was so fucking gross, like it hadn't been cleaned in weeks. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll clean it then. And I like took the brush thing, and I'm like scrubbing it and like trying to get those marks off of it. And he's like, um, I don't know, he like came in and it was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm cleaning your disgusting fucking toilet. And he was like, well, if you're gonna do it, like really do it. And he goes under the sink and pulls out some kind of chemical or something. And I'm like, why don't you clean it? You know what I mean? Clean your own toilet. I don't know. I should probably clean my toilet. It's kind of looking janky. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm just having a moment. That's all. You know, I'll feel better later. I'll call my dad or something and chit chat with him, and then I'll be fine. And I really need some booze. That definitely helps. The other day I was at work, and it's so fucked up, like what people say to me. These customers that I don't even know their names, and they'll be like ordering a coffee. They'll be like, "Yeah, can I get a medium hot with cream and sugar? Thank you so much. I really need this coffee because my whole family just got murdered, and I'm just having a really hard time." And I'm like, "Okay, wow, I'm so sorry." People will tell me crazy shit at my work, and I'm like, "Listen, I know this is so awful, but I don't care." Like, wow, I just got diagnosed with face cancer, and I could really use a medium iced tea. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, and then you have to like be like an award-winning actor, like, wow, I'm so sorry. Like, you poor thing. Um, my God. I just it really bothers me when people do that. But I understand. I do act like I care. It's funny. In my mind, I'm really not thinking wholesome, angelic thoughts, but my actions are very angelic. You know what I mean? Um, I do try to console people, these random customers that tell me their life is falling apart. I'm like trying to really be there for them. Like I'm trying to say the right things to them to make them feel better because I know that's the right thing to do. So, um, but inside I'm like, oh my God, I don't care. I don't care. Why are you bringing this up to me? I'm just some minimum wage worker. I am not your therapist. You know what I mean? I don't make enough money to console you about your dead dad. Like you know what I mean? The other day I was at work, and a woman was like buying, I forgot what she bought. She was like saying, I'm like, I think I asked her how her day was going. And she was like, oh, well, I'm on my way to the hospital. My dad had a bad fall. And I'm like, oh, geez. And then I tried to like make it funny, which probably wasn't the move, but that was just my reaction. I'm like, oh, well, I fall down a lot, but it's usually because I'm always drunk. And then I'm like, she kind of did laugh at that, but I like looking back, like I probably should have been like, wow, I really hope your dad gets better, and my prayers for you and your family, or something like what like a nice person says or something. I don't know. These people. Yeah, my whole family's dead. Oh, wow. Okay. Is that all? Do you want like a donut or something? Or I'm getting paid $17 an hour, and I'm kind of, I don't think I'm qualified to fucking console you. Oh, by the way, hi, Sharwin. Yeah, you can have a reading. Just drop your question in the chat. Well, no, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I do like my life. You know what I mean? Like, I have a place to live, which I never really thought I would have. I thought I was gonna, like, I mean, I thought I'd be dead already. I remember being like a teenager, really not thinking I would live to be 30. Like, I always thought I would die young. But anyway, I got a place to live. I have like pretty things. I have things that I'm really into, and I have a job that I semi like, and I should just focus on positive things. I get it. Um, Actually, even just saying that, I do feel a little better. Thank you for that. So my person Priyanka low current feelings towards me for love, reconciliation with me. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Well, Sharwin, I definitely see there's possibility for that. Um, I think that there's still love here. Is it a love that will go the distance? I don't think so. So, I mean, I think that there's definitely the possibility to get back together. But I also want to say that it's probably not a good idea. Anyway, whatever, however you want to take that. Well, I'm just feeling like with one card that I saw in particular, I just don't see it going the distance. And they were very like, for the most part, they were all very kind of smaller cards. Um, it just didn't seem like there was very powerful energy between the two of you. Anyway. Well, it's funny. Sometimes I think about my past and kind of where I'm at now, and I'm like, wow, I am actually doomed. But then other times I'm like, wow, I can't believe like I have what I have. And like sometimes I'm super grateful, and sometimes I'm petrified of the future. So, you know, that's just how I am. But it always, the way I feel always changes. I might be feeling shitty one moment, but I always tell myself, I am gonna feel better in a little while. Cheryl, what's going on? Do you want to talk about it? Okay, I swear you've asked me this question before. Oh, the liquor store opens in less than a half hour. Ooh, ooh. I should I don't know. Cheryl, just rewind the tape. Go start the video from the beginning because I know I answered that. It wasn't worded exactly like that, but it was legit the same question. What's that from? He loves me not. And then it's like I'm seeing someone like picking petals off a rose. What is that from? That's like in a movie or something. Cheryl, you got this, girl. You can do anything you set your mind to. You'll have plenty of good things in the future. Try to stay positive, and so much goodness is coming your way. Just a matter of time. Okay? Oh, did I skip over Sassy Libra's question? Hang on. Let me try to find it. Oh, sorry, Sassy Libra. Will my writing bring me success? Let me see. Okay. Will Sassy Libra's writing bring about success? Okay, let me see. Writing. Okay, well, I mean, Sassy Libra, in all honesty, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing some success, not like mega success, if that makes any sense. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I do see money being made. I mean, anyway. Okay. So Michelle, let me see. Okay. Okay, Michelle. I know how this person's gonna feel about the email. Not good. I mean, I don't know what to say to you, but I don't think that you really thought this through. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Life goes on. But so anyway, the person's not going to feel very good about it. That's really all I can say. These are the cards I got. I mean, the way I read cards, I do read reversed cards. I know some tarot card readers don't. Probably, how are they going to feel? Like it's not helpful, and it's not, what's that word? It's not, um, hang on, I'm trying to think of a word. Um, okay. Can you just give me a second? I feel like it starts with a C, maybe. It's not coming to me. Why won't this come to me? What's the word? I almost had it. It's not projective. It doesn't start with a C, but I think that was the word I was looking for. It's not helpful and it's not productive. Okay. Certainly just overall just not good. Counterproductive. Oh my God, yes. I knew there was something with a C in it. God damn it. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna wait until 8:30 to get a cab because it might not even open right at 8:30, so I might as well. I don't have to get there right when it opens because it might actually not, um, like, you know. I wish my liquor store opened at 6. I don't know. Massachusetts is kind of it's kind of like the laws here can be kind of strict with certain things. Um, well, I know the liquor store up the street from me closes early on Sundays. Usually they're open till like I think 10 or 11 at night. On Sundays they close at 6 p.m. I do think that there in my state there's definitely like on Sundays the liquor stores have to close earlier, which I don't know why. Like why? Um, I love that. Okay, anyway, hi Jessica. Is M and R going to be upset that my message includes a lot of proof of things that I was trying to do? Okay, let me see. Who am I talking to? Jessica. So I definitely think that they're going to understand where you're coming from. But I think the outcome of this is not something that is like the outcome's not going to be that great. Anyway. So Cheryl, I only do one free question for everybody. Hi, Mitch. How you doing? Okay. Okay. I mean, I have no idea what the outcome is going to be, but I don't think it's going to be good. Okay, so Mitch, what I'm seeing is something good. I mean, I think overall they're going to feel good about it. I do think that whatever it is that was uploaded, I have no clue what you're even talking about. I mean, I can understand something about documents and the website and uploading and stuff. I think there was some kind of error somewhere with something that you did, but I certainly think that it will be appreciated, Anyway. Okay. God. I need a nap. I need this fuck. I have to put some more A&D on my tattoo. Okay, well, I'm gonna go now, you guys. I've loved talking to you. The Lone Wolf, it's been a pleasure. We had some laughs. So I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna wear this to the liquor store because it's kind of slutty, but maybe that's a good thing. Although there's a lot of like food places there and like people are eating and they probably like don't want to see me in like shorts, because they might get sick. But anyway, love you guys. Bye.